Hello, everyone, and welcome to KamenRider Blackman. Yes, this is going to be an interesting video. And God, Koda will not shut up today or right now. Anywho, top 10 Sentai Mechs. Yes, the mega today finally. List just for the giant robots. This has been coming. This is something that this is something that I did want to do at some point. Yeah, because I kept going back, or at least on my phone, thinking, okay, so there. But today, finally got done, or at least I came up with something completely fresh in mind. But with that said, let's get on to the list. Starting off with honorable mentions. So, my first honorable mention is Star 5 from 5 Man, the secondary mech. And though I'm not the biggest fan of 5 Man, I do like this mech. I also like the combination with Star 5 and 5 Robo, Super 5 Robo. I think that looks pretty awesome. But for Star 5 alone, I like that it's red. It's blocky, but it's blocky in a good way, in my opinion. Probably because I like all the colors on there, like red, silver, and black. The only one thing I could say about it is that I think the upper part of the chest here could cover up most of the abs more. Because those abs are just like this. Like this. And that's just it. But besides that, I do like how Star 5 looks. And so now, next. My second honorable mention is Gyorujin. I really like the mechs from, the Guardian Beasts from Zoolander alone. They look amazing. Are they a bit dated? Yeah, but people make them people keep making them modern and redoing them in this day and age. But Gyorujin, I like how all of the colors mix well together. And all the creatures too. Like, there's green, gold, and black. Even with the blue and yellow, even if it's just down at the legs. And I like all the purpose that the Dragon Zords. And just look at all the purpose that the Dragon Zord serves. Like, for this combination. Like, its chest comes out, it becomes a drill spear, and its shoulders then make the chest for the arms and everything. I really like Gyorujin. I have no idea why it didn't make my list, but now I'm considering it, number 11. So now, my final honorable mention is Super Shine Armor Gingayo. And while I talk about that, I'm going to get a cup of water for a moment. Whew. I like how Gingayo alone is not the best looking mech, but once it gets that power up, it looks better. Probably because it's just something, it gives you more that you would want to look at. Like, the chest looks better with that giant V, and the helmet looks like a crown. It gives it a more original feel, because Gingayo alone, it looks like a later version of Daizujin, but from the 80s and not 1992 when it originally came out. And the sword looks awesome. And the finisher that it does, I feel like it's one of the most deadliest, because in one slash, you become a statue and break apart. But with that said, those are my honorable mentions. Now on to the list. So now, starting off at number 10 is Jet Icarus from Jetman. Yeah. Starting of today, I really like Jet Icarus. I like how it has that gold bird in the middle with the wings going out and actually even being part of the arms. And I like how the colors break break apart from each other because there are hints of red from the chest down to little hints of red actually on the legs. And I feel like the yellow and blue arms being those colors really break it up more. And I just I really just Jet Icarus alone, it looks so cool. And then when it becomes Great Icarus, it looks even cooler. But I settled with putting Jet Icarus on here because just so I can pay a lot more attention to the detail. And so, with that said, Jet Icarus is pretty cool, which is why it's at number 10. But now, number 9, O Ranger Robo. And I love O Ranger Robo. And I love aspects of O Ranger. Well, yeah, I like aspects of O Ranger. And these mechs alone just simplify why. It's based off of ancient civilizations, and those are the Zords. The Phoenix for Mesopotamia, like the Spanx for Egypt, the Bull for Greek culture, the Easter Island. There's the Easter Island head, which I think is from Australia, I think. And then Yellows is something involving Japanese culture, which I don't know what it is. I think it's a type of creature, but I don't know for sure. Oh wait, I think it's called a Dogu statue. But anyway, my point is, these 5 come together and make a beautiful looking Megazord, and it works because well, for starters, 2 out of the 5 aren't animals, but it works because there's all a correlation with each other. They all have something in common, and it's ancient civilization. And it works in this more, unlike Shurikenjin, where 3 out of the 5 mechs could have something to actually do with ninjas. Because I'm sorry, to talk about Ninja for a moment, what does a dump truck and a train have to do with ninjas? But yeah, O Ranger Robo alone, I like the color of blue on it. It makes it look royal and slim. And it even comes with different abilities when they switch the helmets. And the sword looks fantastic. It fits together with the whole motif of the show. And I hope I do not lose my voice. So next, number 8, Geki Toja Wolf. I don't know what it is. Like, Geki Toja alone, it's a very good, sleek-looking Megazord. But once the wolf becomes the leg, it makes me want to put it on this list. Because there's another good reason, to which I'll have to get back to in a moment. And I am back. Now, where was I? Oh yeah, Geki Toja Wolf. Like, I like how... It must be because... I must like it because the colors actually work together. Red, blue, and purple. And so do the animals, like a tiger, jaguar, and a wolf. But just another fact that will probably solidify it for me is that Violet pilots this mech by himself. Like, with the type of Geki energy that he has, he can just summon Red and Blue's mech without them and make this entire Megazord by himself. And that looks awesome. And I wondered how he could do... And I just sat there and wondered how was he able to do that. And then I watched Geki Ranger, and then I found out. And so, good example. But now, Jesus. Number 7, Victory Mars from Go-Go 5. Victory Mars. This could be. It's one of my personal favorite mechs from Go-Go 5. And looking at this now, this looks pretty nice. It's very classic, and I like the feeling of it. I really like the feeling of it, because, and I also like the weapon that it gets, the Jet Lance, to which it can do 2 finishers, fire a missile or slash attack. But with Victory Mars, I think I just like it for the look. But for its mobility though, and design, I think it's pretty nice. Although I know these are all space vehicles, and I have no idea even what to Google search for the motif of them. But here is one thing though. It looks like a Time Machine Megazord, because individually the Zords look like time machines. And I actually like I like the English name, and I like the American counterpart name for it in Lightspeed Rescue, Omega Megazord. But still, Victory Mars. It's a good-looking mech. The design for it's spot on, and also it has that crawler mode, which is good. Oh yeah, because actually, before making a Megazord, it has that Mars Rover-esque formation that they have, and that's pretty nice, where the Jet Lance also serves a purpose there. Not much in-depth reason like with Geki Tojo Wolf, but I like the textile of it a bit more to make it a bit higher. So next, that was 10, 9, 8, 7. Number 6, Go Buster Ace. I with no complaints at all, like Go Buster Ace. This, I'll be real right now. Like, Go Buster Ace, it looks awesome because it's a car that, let me think about this. This was one of the reasons why I have to watch Go. Wait, yeah. It doesn't need to go into that cheetah form next to become a Megazord. Because, oh, by the way, it's a car that can become a cheetah, as well as transform into its own Megazord before it makes the primary Megazord formation. And Go Buster Ace, it looks sweet. The legs look awesome. The legs look awesome. Like, it's basically how you would have a car mech by itself, and it makes it even more impressive because it has that animal motif. Because it has an animal motif. And 2 things right now. 1, the toy of it makes the legs so huge. And 2, Go Buster Ace looks amazing by itself, but when it's combined to Go Buster O, I do not want to talk about it. So yeah. So that number 6. Number 5, Kanzen Gokaio. Now this mech in formation, it's one of the greatest. It's Gokaiger's final combination, and it only consists of 3 things: the Gokai Gallon, Gozu Drill, and Go Onger's Grand Power, like the formula car, Mahaken. All it takes is those 3 things, and you get this beautiful masterpiece. Like, you get the swords, Like you get the dual swords that then become a crown. You get the team's logo opening. You get the team's logo on the chest when the face of the formula car opens up, and to top it all off, the T-Rex drill and upper half as the arms. And Goda, come here. Goda, come here. Goda, come here. Right. You want to go for a walk? Yeah. Come here. Goda, come here. Come here. You want to go for a walk? Come here. Come here. Just come here. Goda, come here. If you come here, after I'm done, we can go for a walk. Come here. Alright, yeah. Good boy. Let me get you a treat because you're a good boy. And so, yeah. Kanzen Gokaio. Yeah. Let me get Kodo a treat for a minute. I'll be right back. Here you go, buddy. God damn it, Kodo. Look what you did. So, Kanzen Gokaio. All the colors on there look amazing. So, Kanzen Gokaio. Red and blue together, and it still looks awesome. It consists of the Gozu Drill's arms, and not to mention, the formula car makes everything, half of everything. The one complaint I do have about it, or not so much of a complaint, I just find this one particular thing weird. The formula car makes, like, the rim of the formula car makes the legs and the feet, and it makes the feet look weird. It looks like its feet alone are facing like this, and so it just walks like this. And all I can think about is how it throws a kick, like it's throwing its ankle out or something. Like, I just think the feet look weird, and that's all. Go to treat. Want a treat? Treat. Really? Now? And so, with that, now, and those are my thoughts on Kanzen Gokaio. Now, number 4, Time Fire! V-Rex Robo. V-Rex Robo is terrifying. I have no problems with the feet because it's a giant T-Rex. It's like, this is how it's scary as all hell. And to top it all off, it's a T-Rex with a freaking bazooka with a freaking missile arm. Because if you don't like it, missiles to the face. And so, missiles on the arm, missiles on the freaking shoulder pads are cannons too. Like, this is a Megazord that will wreck everything and still be fine with what it's done at the end of the day. And so that's why, because V-Rex alone, it looks it looks awesome, as well as it is freaking scary. And so makes me wonder how come I don't have a top 10 scariest Megazords list. But, it's number 4. And this is my top 10 mix list. So, as I am almost done, number 3, Orion Battler from Q Ranger. This is my favorite Megazord from Q Ranger. It's bulky in all the right areas. Not to mention, I think this mech is somewhat sentient because in its first outing, it goes wild on its own and Red's trying to say, listen to my command. And because I think it's his ancestor or something. And not to mention, this is the Q Rangers command ship. After they lose the old one, they get a new one. And so their headquarters becomes their final mech. And the only actual Zord part of this whole Megazord is its weapon. That's the only piece of it. Because this thing is apparently based off of a torch? Yeah, an Olympic torch. And its weapon and the mech part of it is a freaking club. So it can go caveman style on it. Not to mention the finisher. He has a club for a weapon. So for a finisher, Energy Q-Tama, he smacks it into the enemy to kill it. So Orion. I really love Orion Battler. It's blue, it's gold, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Not to mention, it's also part sentient. Sentient Megazords will always play in great favor. And now, number 2, Tenrai Senpujin. Late edition, but number 2. This with Tenrai Senpujin, all the colors on there look nice, but not only that, this is what I actually like in extra Megazord configurations. Like if you're gonna have a Megazord that consists, if you're gonna have like a Megazord combination that consists of 2 Megazords or 3 Megazords, have it all complement each other. Like everything has to work with each other. Because Tenrai Senpujin, it's a bulky mech, but in this case, bulky works because it's supposed to be intimidating. It's supposed to be huge in all areas, from the chest to the arms, even down to the feet. And for the past couple of days, I've been iffy on how some feet in mechs are, because in Tenrai Senpujin, the Crimson Beetle, it just goes in half and boom, those are the platform feet. But in something like this is where it works. Because it's not like a huge platform. It's just this one thing, good amount, good angle of size. It breaks apart. They can be the new shoes, and boom, they're good there. But everything else alone, not to mention the finisher it creates a hurricane so that it can absorb you and you'll just die from there. Fantastic. That's apparently how it rolls. And so Tenrai Senpujin, it looks amazing. I'll say it, it's badass. Like, that's it, it's badass, pretty much. However, number 1... Ready for this, Coda? Number 1... Sorry, I was talking to my dog for a moment. You've got to see Coda before. Anyway, number 1... Max Victory Robo from Go-Go 5. Holy hell. This mech is scary. It's metallic. It's metallic. It fits everything together. And this mech alone is an immediate threat because it has guns everywhere. Guns on its shoulders, guns on its arms, guns on its helmet. It will kill you Rambo style. And the best part about it, if you retaliate against it, it'll absorb your energy to power said cannons to kill you Rambo style. That is scary and awesome. It is scary awesome. Can you imagine that alone? If you strike at a Megazord with any type of artillery power, it'll absorb your energy. It'll absorb its energy and just straight up reflect it back at you in the form of firepower. You got that right. I'm going to have that on this list, and I do, and it's number 1. And just yes, it's yes. It has everything I straight up like in terms of mechs and in colors. I like the metallic side, and I like that it's 2 Megazords together. Everything on here with Max Victory Robo is beautiful. The colors once again all complement each other, and it's fantastic. You know what? With the order of this list, I'm okay with it. I really like this. I like the order of this list, and I'm solid with it. With that said, that has been my top 10 Sentai Mechs list. Were any of your personal favorites on this list? Let me know in the comments down below. Please do not forget to like, subscribe, share this video, tell your friends about KamenRider Blackman. This was actually a fun list to do. And so, with that said, I'm going to I'm in the middle of right now thinking of some new content ideas. I'm going to try something out either this week or next week. But till then, see you guys next time. Peace.